MEHBOOB, second last time out, course and distance at Happy Valley. How did you assess that run?
He's a very consistent horse. He had a nice run in transit. He had to work a little bit, but he stayed to the line nicely.
You got a couple of bumps at the start. Did that put him off balance at all? So he got one from the inside and one from the outside?
Well, he's quite a well-rounded horse, so I don't think it really made a difference to the finishing place. It probably didn't help, but the winner was too good that night.
You're drawn a bit wider this time round, gate number 8, and there looks to be some speed in this race as well. How do you sort of assess dealing with that?
Well, we have to just see how everything jumps out and see what they want to do. We're going to ride him to his merits, and hopefully we can get a tour across somewhere and then run. If not, we just have to reassess the situation, and I'm sure he'll run consistent again.
Getting to the top of Class 4, do you think it'd be a horse that probably be competitive Class 3 maybe?
I wouldn't rule it out at the minute. Take one race at a time. He's quite versatile. I think he doesn't have to lead. He can sit off. He's won by leading, so you can put him where you want him to, and with a lightweight, there's no reason why he shouldn't be.
Neal Oriental, elite, lining up for his 4th run of the season. Were you happy with his last start, 3rd at the Valley?
Yeah, it was a good run. He's been running well without winning this season. He hasn't had that many runs. I suppose the step up in distance was a bit of a question mark, but he seemed to see out the distance quite well. I think the most important thing for him would have been to have gotten a draw, but he hasn't got that again. So it's going to make it a little bit more tricky for him because he's not very straightforward. But given that he gets the right pace in the race and he sits back or he jumps well and he can get a sneaky spot forward, that'll all depend on the circumstances of the race. But if he can do one or the other and everything pans out right, he's more than capable of winning over this distance.
Okay, he was slightly hampered last time out. Did that have sort of any overall bearing on his performance last time out?
No, I don't think so. He's a little bit of a quirky customer anyway, but look, all races around the Valley are a little bit rough, so he'll have to deal with the rough and tumble, and hopefully comes out the other side.
You mentioned the wide stall, seeing out a strong 1650 metres. Is that well within his capabilities?
I wouldn't say he's a strong stare. Obviously, he's only had one go at it, but he's in the latter part of his career, age-wise. But they tend to be a little bit more relaxed as they get older. So, yeah, look, he had his first go at it last time, and he had to go back, and he finished off quite well. So it looked that he was more than capable of getting it. Whether he's a strong stare, I wouldn't think so. But if everything falls in circumstances go right for him, he can win over this distance.
David Berrigan, a horse that's really turned his form around into recent runs. What did you make of his last start, 3rd?
I just think that the pace was way too fast. I mean, they broke a record that has stood over a dozen years. Probably that's the reason why. But he's, having said that, he's not an easy horse to ride now because he's very keen and wants to get on with the job. So, if he gets a lead and he's not bothered up front, he'll go close. But if, of course, he gets softened up again, it'll be a different story.
That was sort of going to be my next question. There is alternate speed in the race. Is he one of those horses that needs his own way?
No, I don't think so. I think Joe can just slide him in behind something that wants to lead. It's no problem. He'll be just as effective. Yeah.
You happy with how he's trained on his gallop on Monday?
Yeah, excellent. His form is good. It's no problem at all. Of course, just as I said before, it's the pace of the race. We'll sort it out. Yeah.
What do you think sort of has been key to his form reversal recently? Has it just sort of been one of those acclimatisation things, getting used to the Hong Kong racing scene? Yeah,
I think precisely that. And these horses come off these top of Class 3 ratings, and it's difficult to win there. They need to drop a good few pounds before they're ready, and then by that time they've acclimatised.
Team's been going reasonably well lately with a few winners, including a few of the old stages on the scene winning, like Kieran, so you must be happy with the way things are going?
Yes, I'm very happy, especially with those old ones. It's nice to keep them going, and I've got a stable of a lot of old horses, so we're going to do the best we can. Yeah.
Joe, MERIDIAN Genius, lining up in the final race at Happy Valley. Horse that you've ridden twice for a win and a second placing. What sort of feel has he given you in the past?
He gave me good feels. A win and a second, that's a good result, I would say. In some of the races that he deserved to win, but he was a bit unlucky on bumping on a horse better on the day. I've got no doubt that he's up to the class, and I'm going to the race with confidence.
He's had a recent trial. You weren't on board, but you rode him in a gallop last Monday. You happy with where Tony's got his fitness at?
His fitness is good. I'm happy with that. as I said, I wasn't on him on his trial, but during the track work, he gave me a good feel, and that's one of the reasons that I'm going to the race with confidence.
Gate number 9, 1200, bit tricky, but does his gate speed sort of offset that a little?
He's got a bit of gate speed. I don't think he's enough to challenge for lead, but he's probably going to be midfield or better than that. Gate 9 is obviously not a good deal, but we're going to have to deal with it the best we can and hope we find some luck through the race.
4 winners on Sunday at Sha Tin, taking you to 69 for the season so far, 18 since the turn of the new year. Have you got a figure you'd like to settle on by the time July 15 rolls around?
Honestly, no. But if I'm able to keep the pace that I'm going, I might go over 130. That's not for sure, but if I hit the mark, good. If not, all that I want is to look back and say, okay, I've done my best, and we see the result, what it's going to be.